What is Tamil Nadu's take on national education policy?
See, NEP is it's not a national education policy. We used to say it's a no education policy because it indirectly threatens our students, not only the 3 languages, let them study all the 22 languages. So don't impose.
How has the school education department has improved in the past 5 years in Tamil Nadu?
Being a school education minister till 12th standard is not only my focus. I want to ensure whether completing the 12th standard, my student whether joined any colleges, any premium, any normal colleges, let them study.
Hello, welcome to Edex. Today we have Anbil Mahesh, School Education Minister, Tamil Nadu. Welcome, sir.
Hello, ma.
Sir, how has the school education department has improved in the past 5 years in Tamil Nadu?
So, from 2021, but you need to have one thing in your mind, like what are the being the education system or what are be the industries before Corona and after Corona, you have to see. Because after the pandemic situation, almost it is like reviving each and every students, even 10th standard students started behaving like a child, even the adults started behaving like a child kind of thing, right? So for that, starting from the Illam Thedi Kalvi until now, when we talk about the non-Mudalan schemes, and we are very clear on one thing, ma. Each and every classroom is a small promise, right? A promise like a birth cannot decide a destiny. A promise like no child is invisible, and a promise that the future of a child will be more kinder than the past. So this is the thing like we are having this clarity in our mind. We framed a lot of schemes, like more than 156 schemes, and not only we focus more on the academic side, and also we focus on the extracurricular. We need to identify some of the talents from the students. So likewise, like we are like one side, like we are tapping the students on their back and telling, come on, you can do. We are motivating, and other side we are motivating our teachers. And now that gives the result. And if you see the graph from 2021 to 2025, passing out of 10th standard and 12th standard board examinations, and every year either 1% or 0.5% or 1.5%, you can see the increase in the pass. And if you talk about the dropout ratio, when we came into the power, before power it was more than 17%, and now in the elementary side the dropout is 0, and in the high secondary side it was 7.7%, whereas the national average is 14%. Slowly we have started reducing all these dropouts kind of thing, and we have one more scheme called Uyarvukku Padi, like you need to go for the higher studies. For that, after finishing the 12th standard, even if one student is not enrolled or applied for a higher education, then our team, the collector office, they will identify that student. They will just talk to them, they motivate them and make them admit in a higher education. That's why, as we all know, the gross enrollment ratio is more than 50. So being a school education minister till 12th standard is not only my focus. I want to ensure whether completing the 12th standard, my student whether joined any colleges, any premium, any normal colleges, let them study. So this is the focus we are, because everything is under the guidance of our Honorable Chief Minister, because our Chief Minister is a person who came from the legacy which thinks about the generations, not the elections. And our Chief Minister always believed that changes not happens only in a press release. It has to happen in the classroom. It has to happen in the homes. It has to happen in the minds. So that's why if you see the investment, what we are doing in the factories or infrastructure and the growth, everything will be matched with the investment in the people, because we are not very rich in natural resources. We are very rich in people here. So that's why we are focusing more. Instead of creating whether the Tamil Nadu is a job ready, we are building future ready humans. Like whenever we used to talk about the Dravidian model is nothing but we are building the human capability, because human capability is the one which can survive every technological shift, right? So that is the focus we are giving. Right?
The Tamil Nadu government has doing many things to improve the quality of education, but there were limitations in science education and also the computer science and the computer lab on those facilities. So, what do you want to tell about that?
See, labs right now, if you talk about the infrastructure alone, like all these years, like from 2021 to 2022 only, we started a scheme called Perasir Anbil Mahesh Poyyamozhi, and we allotted almost 7,500 crores amount for that one. And our target is like till like 2027, we need to build almost more than 17,000 classrooms. But all these years, like last week, we attended a function with our Honorable Chief Minister, opening of classrooms throughout Tamil Nadu. On the whole, the total now it is like 10,648 classrooms we built, and with that, we have constructed the compound wall, we have constructed the labs, we have constructed the toilets, and so this is we are keep on doing, because these are the constructions that's happening after Perundalavar Kamaraj's period, and even some constructions are made happen during Muthamgir Kalangir, and now our Honorable Chief Minister is in full swing. As we all know, he always used to have education system and health as his two eyes, right? So that we are giving in terms of technology science. If you say, the very first government that introduced Vanabil Mandam, which is about the STEM lab, like how we are educating the students, not theoretically knowing the concepts, the theories, the laws or the theorems. Instead of that, let it be having a small kit, and with that kit, let them show the experiment, like what are the things. For example, if a ray is passing through the prism and how it is getting deviated, everything's because we have the science kit, right? So these are the part of the STEM lab like we are having throughout Tamil Nadu.
So, what is the policies in priorities to improve the rural education in Tamil Nadu?
So rural education in terms of technology wise, like almost in 22,931 elementary schools, we have implemented the smart board, and in almost more than 8,209 high school and high secondary schools, we have given a very good infrastructure of high-tech labs. So in terms of digital platform, we have given throughout the Tamil Nadu, even the schools in the rural side has the same facility what the Chennai city has right now. So throughout the world, if any new trend comes, within 2 days, my students who are in Kummudipundi or who are in Ponneri or who are in Velavankodu will know about the new technology kind of trend, right? So that without any compromise, we are giving those kind of, so without any compromise on the quality.
So, one last question. What is Tamil Nadu's take on national education policy?
State education policy, if you ask about me, like
National education policy.
national education policy or stake on
NEP
national education.
2020.
See, NEP is it's not a national education policy. We used to say it's a no education policies, because it indirectly threatens our students. If you are not going to pass out in 3rd standard, if you are not going to pass out in 5th standard, better you study again in the 5th standard. So this will make a fear to the students. This will give a shyness to the students, whether they need to come to the school or not. So again, as I said, on the elementary part, we almost we eliminated everything, and now the dropout ratio is 0. But again, these kind of schemes will elevate again the dropouts to the higher side. So that we don't want. First of all, let us give the access to the students. Let them come inside the students. What are all the barriers? Even if the students is, the poverty is going to be one of the barriers. If they are not going to take their morning breakfast, we are ready. The government is ready to give you the morning breakfast. The government is ready to give the uniforms. The government is ready to give all the materials that is needed in a school. So we are focusing more on that part. That is the state education policy. And apart from that, in terms of technology, the futuristic skills in the state education policy, we are talking about the TN Spark scheme, and we are identifying in the early stage about the slow learners, and we are introducing a Thiran kind of scheme. But if you see on the other part, if you see the NEP, on all the way, it is like we always use the Kulakal with it, how they are trying to introduce, and they are telling, why can't our students let them study another language? It is going to be the advantage. I will tell, not only the 3 languages, let them study all the 22 languages that has been mentioned in the constitution, in the 8th schedule. So don't impose. So we are very clear on what is the cultural pride versus the political imposition. Like, we don't want the imposition on that part. So that is extra burden to our students. Even in the Karnataka, because of the three language policy, more than 50,000 students fail in the 10th standard. That I don't want that to happen in my state. And already we are having a proven track. Like, as I always used to say, that the having Tamil as a root and English as a bridge, that is more than enough for us. We have a very proven track. Our students, they are young generation, they are working in the abroad. Even they are working in other states in India. And that's why I say it's not only the voice of Tamil Nadu, it's not only the voice of our Muthuvel Karunanidhi Stalin, our Honorable Chief Minister, but it has to be the voice of each and every state which has the mother tongue on their own, on their unique.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.